One of the world's most beloved dessert was born not in a kitchen, but in a brothel. Tiramisu. Today you find it in every cafe, on every continent, on every menu that wants to feel a little Italian. Silky, elegant, refined. The kind of dessert people photograph before they eat it. But the story behind it is messier, more disputed, and more human than the perfect layers in your glass suggest. So, who actually invented it? And why did it take decades before anyone said so out loud? Venice in Italy. One of the most painted, photographed and written about cities in human history. For 500 years, it ruled the seas and the trade routes of the known world. But 30 minutes from those canals, just inland past the lagoon, sits a quieter city that Venice claimed as its very first mainland possession. Treviso. 2,000 years of history. Roman roads, medieval walls, and the birthplace of the most recognized Italian dessert on the planet. Which raises an obvious question. Why had nobody heard of it before 1972? Let us start with the name, because it tells you everything. Tiramisu means lift me up in Italian. It is not a poetic accident. The name describes exactly what it does. Coffee, sugar, egg yolk, and mascarpone cream, layered into something that restores you, wakes you up, gets you back on your feet. Long before tiramisu appeared on any menu, the people of Treviso had a tradition called the Sbatudin. Raw egg yolk beaten with sugar until it became a pale, frothy cream, somewhere between a custard and a tonic. Farmers gave it to their children. Mothers drank it after childbirth. The elderly ate it to regain their strength. No coffee, no mascarpone, no biscuits. Just eggs, sugar, and the belief that food could heal. That cream was the seed of everything that came after. Now, the scandalous part. One of the oldest stories about tiramisu places it not in a restaurant but in a brothel in Treviso called Tre Scalini. The legend says it was served after each visit, an energy boost before customers returned home to their families. Whether true or simply irresistible, it explains one real thing. For years, nobody wanted to be publicly linked to this dessert. What it was restoring was not discussed in polite company. The brothel closed in 1958. A silence settled around the dish. Then came the 1960s and 70s, and a restaurant family called the Campeols. Ado Campeol ran a place called Le Beccherie, named after the old butcher's quarter of Treviso where it stood. His wife Ada had recently given birth and needed to rebuild her strength. She began experimenting, drawing on the Sbatudin tradition, adding mascarpone, coffee-soaked ladyfinger biscuits, and bitter cocoa on top. The pastry chef Roberto Liguanotto helped refine it. By around 1972, tiramisu appeared on a menu for the first time. Treviso, however, does not have the story entirely to itself. The neighboring region of Friuli Venezia Giulia claims a version existed there in the 1950s. In 2017, the Italian government recognized tiramisu as a Friuli specialty. A declaration that caused fury in Treviso, where they celebrate their own Tiramisu Day every 3rd of October. Italy has a long tradition of food wars. This one is still alive. What nobody disputes is how fast it conquered the world. By the 1980s, tiramisu had spread across Italy. By the 90s, it was on menus in New York, Tokyo, and Sydney. Perhaps the most recognized Italian dessert on the planet. and it is only about 50 years old. Follow the history, not just the recipe. More dishes are waiting.